The next one is who she sleeps with. Well, let's find out who the ladies really like to sleep with. We will even skip this part here's what we're going to do. We'll go short. And we'll go to this right here. This is Tyrese's ex-wife. I forget her name. It's Amanda, I think. Something like that. Miss Lee. I will call her Lee. I have a video or two from her. She's going to tell you the types of guys that women really love to lay down with and give their body and guts to, and even their womb. So let's listen to what she has to say.
All right, y'all. Here are 9 bad boy traits that women cannot resist. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Happy Saturday, everybody. Number 1, don't care what you think about them. Number 2, unpredictable. Number 3, authentic. Number 4, independent. Their lives come before women. Number 5, supreme confidence. Number 6, they ain't trying too hard. Number 7, they are naturally dominant. Number 8, they are unapologetically bold. And number 9, they own their stuff.
Oh boy, that was an amazing list. So let's really quickly, because I have other videos to show you and I'm short on time today. Let me explain what she was actually saying. She listed 9 different things that women cannot resist. They go crazy over this. Did you notice, because I did you notice that none of those things were a man that loves her? A man that is financially stable. A man that is kind and generous. None of that shit was on this list. Gentlemen, because let me explain. Because women don't really truly care about that unless they have no choice. You're a final fucking option and they have no other choice but to deal with you being a good man. I can't even disrespect good men. They don't like good men. And that's what I'm saying. Reason number 2 that they shouldn't have bodily autonomy is because they can't even choose correctly who to give their body and self to. They like fuck boys, okay? Next video. All
right, y'all. They own their stuff. All right, y'all.
Well, this one's looping. All right, so we'll go here.
Why women love bad boys over good guys, nice guys. Bad boys are 1, bad boys are exciting and unpredictable. 2, bad boys have a lot of confidence. Being too nice comes across as boring, creepy, or even manipulative. 3, are often spontaneous and don't play it too safe. In other words, they're fun. 4, are usually funny because they're not afraid to offend. 5, they challenge women in a way that makes those women want to turn those bad boys into good men. Ultimately, and I've heard this 1,000 times from women of all ages, women want a good man with a bit of an edge who they can still feel safe with, and they can feel cherished, protected, and stimulated.
Here's the thing.
All right. Not sure. I hope you guys can hear the videos. This is a new setup, so I'm still trying to get this thing together. I'm hoping that everything's coming through clearly for you on your end. If not, if something's not working, like you can't hear the video or whatever, let me know in the comments and I'll address whatever issue we have, but it looks cool on my side. So let's get into this. I will, now that you've heard that video once and I didn't want to stop it, I just wanted you to hear it straight through. We'll do a small breakdown and analyzation. Analyzation, something like that, of what she's saying briefly, so you can understand, once again, who women in general, not every woman, not all women, so don't fucking at me with the bullshit. I'm just saying, in general, who do women like to give themselves to? Because we're talking about her bodily autonomy. She wants to go out in society, in American society, and make decisions about who she gives her body to. Well, who are the people she gives her body to? Let's go.
Why women love bad boys over good guys.
Right off top, there we go. Why women love bad boys over good guys. Now, let me see. If I'm building a country and I want to construct families and I want women to have good guys, husbands who can love and protect them and provide a great life and safe neighborhoods and streets and raise children correctly, I think I would need women to want to marry good guys, not bad boys. But the women you're hearing here, and these are other people, so-called experts like myself. Of course, they'll never be on Ricky's level, but that's another story. But they do have information to contribute to the conversation. They're right. Because, I mean, they are women. They know what they like. They know what gets them boiling, right? They know that the bad boy gets things a-tingling and they want to absorb or consume with their consumptive love of these guys. And if you're, like I say, if you're building a society and you want it to flourish and things to go well in your country, right? You don't want your women giving their self to bad boys. You don't want your women in the streets.
In these streets.
This is incredible, but let's continue.
Nice guys, bad boys are 1. Bad boys are exciting and unpredictable. 2.
Okay, right there, that's a big one. Bad boys, she said bad boys are exciting and unpredictable. What can somebody tell me, what is it about family life and being married that's actually too exciting or unpredictable? The whole point is to be predictable, so you have consistency and you can build, right? You don't want to go to you're trying to build a life. Excuse me. You don't want to go to some type of construction site to work and everything that you work on for stability and safety is kind of unpredictable, right? Kind of exciting that somebody might fall to their damn death today. That's probably not what we're looking for in marriages and for healthy families, but that's what women want. Have you ever heard the term agents of chaos? But let's continue. 2.
Bad boys have a lot of confidence. Being too nice comes across as boring, creepy, or even manipulative.
Yes. Being too nice as a man means that you're boring because, you know, God forbid you be nice to your woman and you're probably a creep because you're nice to your woman, but then they'll turn around and say, you guys aren't nice enough. You know, it's this is why you don't really listen to them, because their feelings go opposed to what they say most of the time. They can't even fucking help it. So anyway, let's continue.
3. Are often spontaneous and don't play it too safe. In other words, they're fun. 4.
Okay. She said 3. They're often spontaneous and don't play it too safe. Okay, guys, if you're spontaneous and you don't play it safe, a good husband, who, you know, the guy you're supposed to be giving your body to, ladies, a good husband is supposed to generally play it safe. He's supposed to gamble in his life before he meets you to build up himself or whatever fortune or assets he has. Once he meets a wife and tries to start a family, the gambling and being not safe should generally be gone or at least severely reduced. But instead, we're out here like he's, you know, with women wanting to give themselves to this alternative lifestyle of instability, no safety, wild, chaotic shit. Let's go.
Are usually funny because they're not afraid to offend. 5. They challenge women in a way that makes those women want to turn those bad boys into good men. Ultimately,
Jesus Christ. Woo! Ha ha. They challenge women in a way. This is not even the right screen. I'm tripping. My fault. Well, that's not the right screen either. Where am I at, Ricky? They challenge women in a way that makes them want to turn the bad boys into a good man. You know what? I got a suggestion for you, ladies. Why don't you fucking do this? Why don't you just find a good man? See how that works? You don't have to turn a motherfucker into a good man because you can't. You don't have to be, you don't have to use your VJ and your womb to be out here in these streets.
In these streets.
Challenging men to become good. You don't have to give your body up that way. But see, once again, the whole narrative of this story today is your bodily autonomy. You want autonomy over your body. You think you need that. And I'm here to absolutely claim that you don't. You're irresponsible with your own body. Most women cannot make most young women and older these days really cannot make a good decision when it comes to their body. They can't make a good decision when it comes to finances or anything in goddamn life. They're generally bad decisions. And that's why you'll see a woman who's older with money, had a great career, 15, 20 years, and her ass is still fucking broke. Check to check, sleeping with random dudes, still making bad decisions with her body. Seems to be the American way at this point. Let's finish this up.
And I've heard this 1,000 times from women of all ages. Women want a good man with a bit of an edge who they can still feel safe with, and they can feel cherished, protected, and stimulated.
Here's the thing. We as women...
All right. She said women want a good man with a bit of an edge,
Why
right?
women love bad...
Who they can feel all these things. Well, here's the problem with that. Women want it all, and you cannot have it all. That's the problem. You want a good guy, but you want him to be a bad guy. You want him to live and look like he's thugging, but you want him to have money. You know, you want him to give you beautiful children, but you know he's the type that won't take care of them. You like what? I can't. This is female logic 101, and this is why you should not have bodily autonomy.
Here's the thing.
Last video on this subject, and then we'll go back to the board because this is crazy.
Here's the thing. We as women definitely cannot resist the bad boy. Why? Because he comes in with confidence. All right. He comes in saying things. You could tell he has an air of understanding women to a certain extent. He speaks womenese. That's what I call it. He's familiar with women, and you can tell by his demeanor that he's not just talking to you. Okay. He's got a roster, and women like men that are desired by other women. I don't care what a woman says. If a man is desired by other women, he's automatically more attractive. Let's be real. Also, bad boys have the air of being able to protect, like they're going to fight, that they're going to be able.
I actually have to stop the video here, and I usually like to play them through because I'm not going to go back through her video. I think we've heard these talking points over and over. I think we get the point at this point. But the fact that the cold-blooded fact that women are more attracted, and this is a fact. I mean, I've proven this over and over in the past, and we'll prove it again. I mean, she just proved it. Women like to share a man. If the guy has 3 other women and she knows it, and she thinks those 3 other women are beautiful, she just wants some too. She wants to compete with the other women. She wants to share in what they share in, so they all have this bond. It is really gross and disgusting, but that really gets me about their nature, and I'm not against it. I just think we need to understand it so we know how to adjust our laws and things moving forward.
Able to, if something was to go down, they got your back. They're going to be able to make sure that you are safe. There's a sense of safety that a woman feels. And lastly, bad boys are not stunting you, okay? You know they've got other women, and that is what makes them more appealing. They're not tripping on you. If they lose you, they got others. And
I hate. All right. That was a good video. She wasn't lying. She's usually right because she is one of these, she's in these streets, you know what I'm saying? Ever since she divorced Tyrese.
In these streets.
So we know what's going on. Now, I forgot about this one, but this is the most important video in this series. This is Shaquille O'Neal explaining who a real superstar was in the NBA. And it wasn't the guys who were scoring the most points. It wasn't the guys who were on the posters or, you know, the most. It wasn't the guys who were more easily make the Hall of Fame. It's a certain combination of a type of man that really did it for beautiful women. Here we go.
I hate to say this name, Punk Dennis Rodman.
Why is he Punk Dennis Rodman?
Shaq, Kobe, Dennis on the same team. Who's the biggest superstar?
Superstar.
Yeah.
You.
No.
Kobe.
Dennis Rodman.
I know that.
This dude will come in. The meeting's at 5:30. Like, you gotta be there at 5:30. He'll come in with 40 minutes on the clock, eating chicken and rice, not paying attention, doing it in the middle of the meeting. We go out first, then he'll come out, give you 25 rebounds, stinking like put his clothes on and go to the club and had the baddest woman I've ever seen in my life. He got models on him at the club. Like, this it stank like he smelled like garbage truck water. This ain't even wash his ass. He didn't.
Ricky's truly the one that is undefeated. This is what women like. Take a look at that shit, because I've seen this for years. I'm an older guy. I'm not a younger guy, so I know exactly what I'm talking about and what I'm telling you. When it came to, like Shaq is telling you, NBA players, it wasn't the ones who got the most championships necessarily or scored the most points. It came down to who is the weirdest. They like bad boys, but that doesn't mean you're masculine. They actually like to go against masculinity. So most of these beautiful women guys, and this is a cold-blooded part, they want to give their body, and they have most approval of feminine males. Yes, I know that is somewhat shocking to some of you. If the guy is popular yet feminine, that is a way better choice in her mind. She likes the femininity. As long as he can provide some of the other stuff like money, attention, all that stuff, she will choose the feminine male every time. I have a new series that we're coming out with. It'll be either here tonight or tomorrow. We're going to start also a series on my channel about F-Boy Island. Yes. No, wrong sound effect. F-Boy Island, going to be a great series I'm going to be reacting to every single episode, season 1. And the reason is, and I will give you a prelude to what's coming up on episode 1. During episode 1, I'm going to have a realization in there where, hey, all the women are giving the green, there's red flags and there's green flags, right? And I notice there's like 20 plus guys there. And the women are giving the green flags like, he's a good guy, he's okay, to every feminine guy who is there. If that guy showed any fruitiness, any femininity, every feminine guy got green flags from the ladies, because that's who they like giving their body to. They feel safe with the feminine fuck boy. But let's wrap this show up. I got things to do, so wanted you to see that. So let's go back to the board here. And so back to her bodily autonomy, right? She wants full sovereignty over what she wears. We covered that. She wants full sovereignty over who she sleeps with. We just covered that, who she likes to sleep with. Okay?